Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
That felt good. Let's do it again.
Only thorns left on this rose.
I must make the most of this ability.
I work to grow.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
This is a way to get more power. Guess I'll have to learn something new.
Can't wait to see how you do.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
I'm glad I'm paired with you, Manuela. So glad that I'm even excited to be working.
Yes, it reminds me of our days in the opera company. But this time, you finally get to see I can do more than just strut about the stage.
We all must do our fair share.
You know, I don't believe I ever asked your feelings about this war. On the surface, it must seem as though we took Fodlan's fragile piece in our hand and shattered it into 1,000 pieces.
What? Is it deep conversation time now? Where'd that come from?
It's merely that we've never discussed the matter, and you are in a fairly unique position amidst this all. I thought you might be able to provide some perspective on how an outsider views the actions Adrestia has taken.
I don't know. Don't think I really feel too strongly one way or the other.
You have nothing to say. Nothing at all?
That's how it goes when you're a merc. War? Peace? It doesn't matter. My job's the same either way. It's just money in, blade out. All there is to it.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
It's like you said, I'm in a unique position here.
Meaning you would have answered differently were you not a mercenary.
Yeah. If I was a farmer, for example, I'd be hounding you day and night to end the war. Sure, you say you're gonna bring this bright and beautiful future, but am I really gonna suffer for years, maybe even decades, waiting for it? The stuff you're doing now, enlisting my farmhands, trampling my fields, destroying my crops, just doesn't make it worth the wait. But you know the toll it's taking on your people, yet you choose to press on with the war anyway. So you've got to have a good reason, right?
Yes, of course. You certainly don't mince words. Is it the years of mercenary work that made you this way, or have you always been like this?
Pretty sure it's who I am. It was just me and my mom growing up, you see. We lived in a village, but for whatever reason, she liked to keep to herself. So, I guess it rubbed off on me. I learned pretty quick not to get attached.
Is that so? I would be interested to hear more.
Trust me, it's not as interesting as it sounds.
Who says it has to be? Interesting or not, I'll have you tell me one of these days.
If you say so. Just promise not to freak out when you realize how boring I am, okay?
Do I seem like the type of person to freak out about such a thing? Perhaps don't answer that.
An opera company smack dab in the middle of the Imperial capital, huh? I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like. I mean, I've been all over the place for my mercenary work, but it's mostly just been for small-time rural lords and the like. Honestly, I'd never even met anyone from the big cities like Enbar or Ferdiad before coming to Garreg Mach. Even after I ended up in the capital, all the glitz and glamour made me feel almost like I was living someone else's life instead of my own.
You know, shows in the capital are about 1,000 times flashier than the little town festival shows you might be used to. Every important moment of the drama is conveyed through elaborate song, and at the center of the musical ensemble stands its star, the diva.
I think I get the idea. These divas sound pretty incredible. They probably get stage names and everything if they're that important, huh?
Oh, but of course, I was known as the mystical songstress.
Hey, that's pretty good. There always has been this kind of indescribable aura surrounding you.
Thanks, but I have mixed feelings about the name myself. They called me that because of how suddenly a street orphan like me was discovered and debuted.
Yeah, I see how there could be some complicated feelings wrapped up in that. But if you were able to rise from that to diva, you must have the chops to back it up. Not that I can even picture what that would sound like. Hey, do you think you could sing something for me?
Since you asked so nicely, but I'm only doing it this once, okay?
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Well, what did you think?
It was... yeah.
What, you didn't like it? Not quite the booming applause I'm used to.
No, it was incredible, honest. I was just kinda at a loss for words for a second there. That was like nothing else I've ever heard before. Sorry I can't really give you much more than that.
Oh, don't worry about it. This sort of thing happens more often than you'd think.
Well, as long as you're not mad. If you don't mind, though, maybe you could try again for me sometime? I'd really like to hear you sing some more. And hey, I might even get better at telling you what I thought.
Sure. I suppose I can give you one more chance.
Hey there, Petra. Off to train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regimen.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill. My people are expecting this of me.
So it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes, dying is without productivity. But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Brigid, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Brigid, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Brigid.
Feels like an eternity since I've seen the walls of Garreg Mach.
Who knew we'd leave as students and return at the head of the Imperial Army?
Lady Rhea must be so angry at us. Oh, why did I agree to come along?
We'll be lucky if angry is as far as her feelings go on the subject. I imagine she's apoplectic.
I don't know that word, but it has way too many syllables not to be scary.
The Knights of Seros will likely fight tooth and nail to stop us.
Well, we've got teeth and we've got nails, so I don't care who we're facing. I'll brush them all aside.
Worry not. While they may have a monastery to hole up in, we possess the superior numbers. Garreg Mach is well fortified, but not impregnable.
We can't assume victory based on numbers alone. Anything could happen. So let's just be careful.
Good. And remember, our goal is to seize the monastery, not raze it to the ground.
The soldiers are ready, Your Majesty. We can begin the attack at once.
The scouting is also finished. We know with certainty where the enemy will be taking its positioning. We are owing this to Monica and her perfect memory. She has incredible knowledge of this place.
As usual, Monica, your talents are invaluable.
I really didn't do much, Your Majesty. That is, it was truly an honor to assist you. Not to say I've finished helping you, of course. In fact, I am always at the ready.
Don't ever change, Monica. And finally, who do we have here?
This is my little sister Fleisch. I was given approval to make her my attendant.
Fleisch von Berglies at your service, Your Majesty. My brother and I are, in your hands.
Ah, so you're Caspar's famous aunt who's actually younger than he is.
Yes, Your Majesty. The very same.
Fleisch is too green for battle, but she'll be providing support from behind the front lines.
You can rely on me.
I realize saying this might make the situation worse, but there's no need to be so nervous. If you act to the best of your abilities, all will be well. Now then, everyone, the time has come. The time to take Garreg Mach and reclaim Fodlan.
Jumping straight into the maw of our enemies, eh? Ooh, how exciting! Is this where I should talk about my heart racing?
Huh? Since when do we talk about your feelings? That's new.
throw away your lives, friends. Be not reckless as you attend to our defense.
A defensive position within the monastery walls. This is merely a stalling tactic. We must dispatch them at once.
Then the brute force approach it is. Garreg Mach must fall.
I will take all the strength I can get.
We'll start on the lower level and work our way up, taking control of the walls. Split into groups and take those strongholds.
The enemy is desperate, and will most likely dispatch troops to recapture any strongholds we seize. Be on your guards for this tactic.
Why'd they drag me into this? Not fair.
If you don't want to fight, then surrender. I swear no harm will come to you.
That's very nice of you, but they gave me a home here. So I should probably put up at least some kind of fight. Okay, I'm losing. That's really bad.
I sense a darkness in your power. If you harbor ill will towards them, then help us batter them.
I know which them you're talking about. Well, it's not like I want revenge or anything, but sure. Sign me up.
To think I would be serving the church and fighting my own homeland? Is this the goddess testing me?
Constance, why are you of all people cooperating with the church?
All I can say is I was unlucky enough to be nearby when the church had need of fighters. I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty. So ends my brief and meaningless existence.
Is this what you want? To die here in shame? This doesn't have to be your end, Constance. Join us. Fight with the Empire.
As you wish, Your Majesty. I do not deserve to throw my feeble existence away in such a manner.
The right flank has broken the enemy line.
The left is through as well, Your Majesty.
Excellent job, both of you. But there is still much work to be done.
I will not sit idly by and allow Garreg Mach to be placed in further danger.
The enemy is unleashing powerful magic. We can't hold out for long.
The enemy is after the strongholds we captured. They'll be retaken if we don't defend them quickly.
Some parts of the monastery walls appear weak. An armored unit could likely smash through and provide another way in. I prepared a means to bolster our defenses, albeit temporarily. We need only give the command when the time is right.
Watch this! Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this one to me. Looks like you could use some help.
Begin. I will...
Now die!
Bolster the strongholds!
I must outwit even death.
This stronghold will fall!
There, we've created a new path. Now we can reach the strongholds with greater ease.
They've broken through the walls? No! Send reinforcements at once!
We need to intercept those reinforcements.
Here goes!
Those
I'll
are the
take
Knights
over,
of
my turn.
Seros. We were never gonna stop them that easily.
Time to show how strong you've become.
I care not for your reasoning. There can be no excuse for war.
think we've handled the situation.
Hey, I actually held my own. I'm so good. So, what should I do? Sure, let's try it.
I must do everything in my power to stop this.
Out of the way! I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
Begin. I am advancing. Begin. I am Begin. I will.
Yeah, not bad.
Fresh soldiers incoming. Don't worry, we'll handle them.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're...
It's Bertie. You need some...
Right then. You appear to need us.
There's no... My will is theirs.
So, I'll...
We ambush from above. They are having the advantage, but we can turn it around.
I have to defend the monastery, whatever it takes.
The enemy shows no sign of stopping. And if we don't keep an eye on our strongholds, we'll be sure to lose them. Keep going. We're making progress.
The enemy has retaken a stronghold. We must keep a closer eye on such things.
Here I go. No mistakes. Everyone!
Here it comes! You're done!
Retreat while you still can, Flame! I beg you!
Very well. Stay safe, my brother. Phew! I thought that scary magic would never let up.
I'm okay. No way! No! Out of the way! No! I have to do better.
Does that mean he's given up?
It's not over.
have the ground surrounded. Now we just need to fight our way up to the monastery proper.
We can retreat no further. You Empire soldiers will rue the day you took up arms against Garreg Mach. I will not ask you your reasons. Not anymore. But I will see your evil punished!
Thanks for the rescue. We owe you.
It is not a problem. We have preparedness for these things.
Yeah, not bad.
Never imagined I would struggle so. Forgive me, Rhea. I can fight no longer. The rest is up to you.
Worry not, Seteth. Nor you, Flame. You both did well to hold them back this long. Now come forth, all of you. Protect Garreg Mach from those despicable rebels.
So Lady Rhea has decided to show herself at last. Stout hearts, everyone. Victory can only be ours if we strike her down.
I'll fight for Lady Rhea until the end.
Ready the heavy weaponry. We can no longer afford the luxury of worrying about collateral damage to the town.
We'll be in serious trouble if they target Her Majesty. We have to take control of those weapons right now.
I have to protect her.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Your power walks the line of dawn.
War feeds my body and mind.
The sun gets great to overrun the battlefield.
I'm sorry, Lady Rhea. I can't fight anymore.
Your efforts will not be in vain, Cyril. I will send these sinners to meet the goddess! What do you stand to gain for
involving yourself in this?
It's not a mystery. I'm a merc, and she's got the coin to pay.
Permit you to desecrate Garreg Mach for 1 minute further. This land is precious to me, and I will not permit you to have it. I yield you the monastery for now, Edelgard. But know this, there will be no forgiveness for your blasphemous actions this day.
No, I don't expect there will be. Take heart, everyone. Garreg Mach has fallen, and victory is ours.
Lady Rhea, are you hurt?
Ah, Catherine, you came.
Not soon enough. Garreg Mach is done for.
It is all right. For now, we must retreat. This path is unknown to the Empire. It will take us out to Aelel, the Valley of Torment. From there, we make for Fargus to seek aid.
The Empire attacked from the east, which means at least some of the Alliance's lords must have aligned with them. But those of the Kingdom are devout. We can trust them. I have already sent a messenger ahead requesting reinforcements, and, should the need arise, asylum.
In that case, I'll talk to my parents and ask for their assistance as well. Regardless, we should hurry. We can't let the Empire get ahead of us and send troops onto Kingdom soil. Now, follow me, if you would.
Thank you, Catherine. Let Edelgard have Garreg Mach for now. Let her enjoy this fleeting moment of glee. Because when we return here, Edelgard von Hresvelg will suffer a death beyond her greatest imagining.
I will take all the strength I can get.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
For the fate of Fodlan.
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
My potential is so much greater.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days. War feeds my body and mind.
I won't let myself stop here. Yeah, not bad.
This power will serve me in the times to come.
Who knew this power slept within?
Can't let this power go unused.
Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
Garreg Mach, you remain ever as resplendent as the day I left you.
The place cannot be so dear to your heart that it requires inferior poetry for an introduction.
Inferior? I will have you know that line comes from one of my favorite operas. However, I concede I may have gotten carried away, what with my head still swimming from battle.
Hey, I know exactly what you mean. Something about Garreg Mach is just special. And our victory here is gonna have a huge impact on the war, right?
Yes, this should be enough to lure some of the more indecisive nobles into our camp. I only wish I could vanquish the guilt I feel for turning on the church like this. Still, it was my decision to fight by 80's side, and I stand by it to the end.
I see. In that case, proceed as planned. Deploy the pursuit units immediately.
At once, Your Majesty.
So, Rhea and the others escaped with the help of a great white beast, did they?
Almost as if the Immaculate One that saved St. Seros has returned from the mists of legend. Although, it's a bit unnerving the way it sprung out of nowhere.
I knew we shouldn't have messed with Lady Rhea. She can be so scary. I'm just going to go back to my room and stay there until forever, okay? Okay.
Do as you like, Bernadetta, but realize your father will be arriving in Garreg Mach soon. This is the seat of the Church of Seros, and as bishop, his place is here.
Really? In that case, I think I'll just forget about the monastery and go with you.
Good. Just be aware we may be marching for the kingdom next.
The kingdom? I possess no love for the cold, but I will try to grin as I am bearing it. Point at the path to your foes, and I will be hunting them to their final breath.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Petra. Whether we capture or kill will depend on the foe. Now then, enough wasting time. We need to find Rhea, and we need her alive.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
You say fighting, but I think you mean instigating. Let's be fully clear about our role in all of this. Still, this is a positive turn of events for you, yes?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Geralt's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part, thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
Listen up, boy. You're not going to believe this. Judith, do you think you could ease up on the whole boy thing? I'm your fearless leader now, remember? But sure, tell me what happened.
You might want to take a seat for this. Garreg Mach Monastery has fallen. Not even the great knights of Seros could stop the invaders' overwhelming numbers.
Wait, what? That's not possible. They should still be days away from the monastery. How did they manage to deliver an army of that size to the gates of Garreg Mach so quickly? Unless... this can't be happening. Did Count Gloucester turn? And Acheron too?
I'm afraid both houses fly Imperial colors now. House Phlegethon yielded the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden, and Gloucester waved them right on through.
Those filthy liars! When I warned them the Empire was raising an army, they couldn't stop puffing their chests and crowing about how they'd hold the border. But it looks like the Empire had already gotten to them. This is all my fault for not keeping my ear to the ground.
I'm afraid that wouldn't have helped, fearless leader. All the dirty dealings were handled via letter.
But now I've lost the initiative, and against Edelgard no less. She can come at the Alliance with gloves off now. This is a real problem. What is it?
Sir, we have an unexpected guest. It's, Lord Holst of House Goneril.
Holst? What's the strongest man in Leicester doing at my door? Besides thinking about battering it down, I mean.
You can ask him yourself, sir. He is present.
Apologies for dropping by without warning, my lord. I just happened to be near Deirdre when word reached me about Garreg Mach.
I didn't realize you were in our neck of the woods, Holst, but please, come make yourself at home. As fate would have it, I was just pulling my hair out over the exact same problem. Can you believe that Count Gloucester? He turned on us like it was nothing. If I don't handle this situation with the Empire delicately, it will fracture the Alliance. If you have any sage advice, now would be a great time for it. Or muscle. I'll take muscle if that's what I can get.
I came here to help however I can. We must work together to keep Leicester safe, and more importantly, free.
Garreg Mach has fallen to the Empire, Your Majesty.
I did not expect it would last long. Is Lady Rhea safe?
Yes. She escaped, and is on her way here with a small force.
I see.
This won't be like granting asylum to your standard refugee. If we take the Archbishop in, it will be tantamount to declaring war on the very Empire. Is that a risk you're willing to accept, Your Majesty?
It is. We have already thoroughly discussed the matter with the Kingdom's lords. Even if I refrain from deciding publicly one way or the other, the Empire will still insist that we hand Lady Rhea over. The Kingdom's people and government are too frail to stand without the Holy Church's support. I agree with her ultimate goal, but such a situation calls for gradual reform over time. The Emperor's desire to tear it up rapidly will not do.
Then it is a good thing we've prepared for such contingencies. I will start by sending a party to ALL to welcome our new guests.
Thank you. I would go myself if I could, but I'm needed here to prepare for the war. For now, send messengers to Counts Galatea and Karen, imploring them to muster troops for our defense. Oh, and send for House Fraldarius as well. Let's make sure our new Duke earns his title.
Grave news, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
Count Rowe has declared fealty to the Empire and is marshalling his troops as we speak. Also, one of his bannermen, Lord Lenato, is moving to hunt down and slay the Archbishop.
We have long held our suspicions about House Rowe. but I never expected their actions to plunge us into war.
And after all the discussions we've had to prevent exactly this, he must believe his reason is just.
Very well, then. Our plans have changed. I will go and meet with Lady Rhea personally, and House Fraudarius will serve as my guard. Inform Galatea and Karen. They are to gather their troops in Erebus and Geraint lands.
Lord Lonato was once a faithful servant to the crown. Will you now see him executed?
I have no mercy for traitors, no matter their pasts. On the contrary, I have an obligation to protect the kingdom from his kind. We've struggled long to attain this peace. I will not permit the Empire to crush it beneath their foot now.